Hello, Hero of Collectors here. How's it going, everybody? Hope you all are doing fantastic. Happy New Year to you all. And starting off the new year, let's have a Marvel Legends display update. So, yeah, I've got a lot of figures here. I can probably go into it more here in just a second. I'll flip the camera around. You can see all the figures that need to go up on the shelves. I still do have some others that are brand new that I need to take pictures of that won't be going up on the shelf today. But yeah, all those. Let's go ahead and turn the camera around and I'll talk to you some more. Okay, so these are all figures that I've acquired over the last couple months. I wanted to get photos taken of them and really give them some justice before I put them up on the shelf. You can see some of the different ones. There we go. All the MCU figures, some Star Wars, some comic figures. Actually, this guy is not going up on the shelf. He's too big for me to put him anywhere, so he is not going up on the shelf. And then there's some older figures, or not older figures, but other figures. Well, yeah, they are older, but there's older figures on here too. But these three, I was digging through my bins, and I realized I didn't have them up on the display, and I think I can fit them, so I'm gonna try and get them up on the shelves too. And then, like I said, yeah, I've got these that are brand new, and I've got a couple other figures that are coming in the mail that I need to do photos of before they go up on the shelf. But so yeah, that's the goal. These go up on the shelf, and I'm gonna redo my X-Men villain display. I had to pull Mojo off of it, but even then, before I did that, I wasn't super happy with how it was turning out. So that's the goal. And yeah, let's go ahead and get on into it. Okay, so I turned on my lamp, so we got more lighting in here. I don't usually like to film with yellow light in a room like this, but we're just gonna roll with it. So I've got them all sorted. You got my movie figures right there, comic-based figures, and then my Black Series and my one Noir figure. I realized when sorting that these two, are not getting put on the shelf. They are great figures, but I have other versions of these, and these looks just don't. They just don't fit for the display I have right now. But I'm still keeping these figures for the moment. So I accidentally clicked a button, but we're back. So, yeah, movie figures all going up on those three shelves up there. I think I'm gonna kind of set the Phase 4 shelf up today. It's still not gonna be where I want it because I don't have any risers. Oh, stop doing that. There we go. So yeah, I don't have any risers. I'll turn the lamp off once I eventually get everything set up, and I'll take you through it. But yeah, once I get risers, I can have that shelf perfect. But for right now, I'm just gonna get it kind of school photo for the moment. And then let's go back down here and adjust the brightness. There we go. So with these three, Silver Surfer, Firelord, and Morg, they're not actually going up on the Cosmic Shelf like you'd think. It's right over there. They're going to go up here with my Watcher and my Herald Thor. I had this thought earlier, I can't really have a full-on Galactus display right now, but I do want to have the Heralds together. So I think I'm going to clean this area up a bit, and I'm going to put them up here. I think I'm going to tuck them right there. Probably move Venom, and I don't know. Still going to figure this out, but I think that's what I'm going to do with those three. And then the rest, I've got other spots for on the shelf. Let's decrease that a little bit. Okay, so yeah, everything's sorted, and now I'm going to start getting into putting them on the shelf on display. So let's get into it. Alrighty, I've done some work. Let's check out the desk, see what's left. So as of right now, this is the Phase 4 figures that need to go up on the shelf. There's the Infinity Saga figures that need to go up. My Multiverse, actually removed him from my Avenger shelf right there. Miles, I mean. And he's going to go up in my Multiverse because I'm going to start putting my Gamerverse Miles and Spidey up there since we're getting a new Gamerverse Spidey. Peter Parker, I mean Spidey. Sorry, forgive the candy. I was snacking while I was doing this. I still got my Star Wars Black Noir. I haven't put Thor up yet. I actually realized that I needed to do one more picture with him. So, yeah, he has yet to go up. These three have yet to get moved over here. That is the plan. And then these were figures that I took off the shelf. And then the Elektra and Bullseye that, come on, let's see. There we go. That I wasn't going to, no. There. That I wasn't going to put on the shelf right now. So I took a lot of my Shield agents off so that I can make room for more Avengers characters. So the Avengers shelf has been updated. The comic villain shelf has been updated. The X-Men villain shelf has been significantly updated, and I like this so much more. Minor updates to the Spider-Man villain shelf, and then the street level and mystical heroes have been updated as well. Oh, and MCU villains. So that is where we're at right now. I'm going to go take a break because I have to go get ready for work. And I think I'm going to come back tonight and do some more work in here. Yeah. I at least want to get the MCU stuff up and figured out tonight. Get that picture taken, and I'll take care of those guys over here tomorrow. Yeah. I think that's my goal. So I'll check back in with you. Yeah. I will check back in with you then. Okay, so it's not it's the same day, but it's now nighttime. I have finished, I think, everything that I'm going to finish for today in terms of getting this display all fixed up. I'm going to wait until the morning to do any kind of update so that you don't have those blinding lamp lights when I go to show off the display. I'm going to try and do some natural daylight coming in through the windows. So these are the figures that are going to get put away. I took the Shield figures off of my Avengers display so that I could have more Avengers as characters on the display. So yeah, those were off. Of course, I told you Bullseye and Elektra, and he wasn't going on the display to begin with. So, oh, JJ, he's not up on the Phase 4 shelf because I was running out of room for the heroes. So yeah, I'm going to put all these away. I'm going to reorganize the desk a little bit. I did get these guys set up over here mostly, but I'll check back in with you when I have better lighting. Okay, so it's been 2 weeks since I last filmed that clip. A lot's changed. Not a ton. You know, the display is about where it was in that last clip. But I've gotten new figures. I'll show you those in just a second. And I've got some new stuff to spruce up the shelf. A few shelves as they are now. Words are hard. I'm going to use them to upgrade other shelves that I already have set up. There we go. That's somewhat better. So I'm going to flip the camera around, and we're going to take a look at the new stuff. I still need to do pictures, so again, these aren't going to go up on the shelf until after I do pictures. So this clip is probably going to be a couple days before I do a final check-in with the display. And from now. So I think today I'm going to devote to getting a bunch of pictures. Then another day I'm going to do a full look at the whole display as it is right now. Is kind of like this is where we are starting 2023, and I'll kind of take a look back towards the end of the year and see how much it's changed, and just like a little snapshot for me just to kind of see what I like, where the display has evolved and changed. So let me stop rambling, and we'll take a look at the new stuff, and we'll get into it. All right, so here, it's kind of where I put all the figures that I need to take photos of. There's a few here that are still kind of holdovers from the new year. I did pick up a Dark Trooper. Was Hobgoblin there? I can't remember if Hobgoblin was there. I've got the Last Ronin. I finished the Controller. I've got Madam Hydra. I've got a couple Iron Mans. Mr. Negative. They're all new. And Thor is now ready to go up on the shelf. I picked up the Spotlight Series Buzz Lightyear. I've got photos of him. He's ready to go up on the shelf. And Blue Marvel's ready to go. So those 3 ready to go. I need to work on this pile over here and ignore the Lego stuff. Now these. I've been really picky when it comes to risers. I have strictly been, I want either all white so they kind of blend in, or clear. I wasn't a big fan of having that rubbery material, but I caved. I want to make these shelves look really well, like really good, and these will help. So I got them pretty cheap. I think what, $20 with both of them from Target, maybe a little over 20. I can't remember. Yeah, these are gonna go on my Star Wars display right down there, and then up in my Phase 4 Heroes display. That one needs it bad, and so does the Star Wars one, because that one has little to no room right now, and there's several there are several Black Series figures that are going to be coming out this year that I need to get in that shelf, and I don't want to pull figures off. So I'm going to use these to help make some more room, make the displays look better. Yeah, just I want it to look as good as it can be, and these are going to help. So I'm going to get to work taking photos, and once I have everything ready to go, we're going to start putting stuff on the shelf, and I'll check back in with you then. Alrighty, a couple hours later, several pictures taken, and now these are all ready to go up on the shelf, along with these. So let's get into that portion, and then we will close out this video with a full recap and kind of doing a here's my display for the start of 2023. So we'll check back in with you when I get all of this complete. It may be another day or two, so, but it'll still be in this video. It's a day or two for me. I don't know why I'm explaining that, but you know what? Let's get right on into it. Alrighty, it has now been a few days. I've got everything updated, and here's what's left. Controller was not going up on the shelf to begin with, but then I took these 2 off just to make some room for the Star Wars shelf. I will show you here in a few. That's a War Machine I just got in recently. Shout out Mike Hex. So let's get into the actual display. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go from the top and go down. Then I will readjust. Top, go down, top, go down. Because I have to stand on a stool to get a good angle at the top row, and it would be a lot easier if I just go one, what would it be, column at a time, and just recap there. So that's what we're going to do when we get over to the shelf, or the shelves. But really quick, I wanted to show off kind of my mini display over here. You can see all my Heralds of Galactus, Wolverine, Iron Man, and the 12-inch Deadpool back there, along with the Marvel Select Watcher. So, alright, let's get into the 2023 January snapshot of my action figure display. Starting this corner, we have my Marvel Legends Infinity Saga Heroes display. I'm just going to kind of let you guys see everything. I'm not going to do a ton of commentary, but you can just see who all's over here. See, I don't want to just do a bunch of talking because I don't really have a ton to say, and I just want to let you guys, you know, give you a chance to look at and see what you want to see as I go through. This here is the kind of MCU overflow, as I like to call it, where all my extra figures that don't fit in either the Phase 4, the villains, or the main Infinity Saga Heroes shelf. Go. Let's see. Let's see a few of the shorter stuff I have here. Okay. And bringing it on down into the Marvel or the comic villains. Back there with the Winter Guard. You can see them back there. The Dark Avengers are right there. Some AIM and Hydra Goons. Kang, that's a big villain in pop culture right now, or in the Marvel world right now. My Ultrons, still want to get 2 more of those guys. Now bringing it on down to the updated X-Men villains display. Let's kind of adjust that there. You can see my Sentinel related characters in the back. Moving on into my Reavers, my Hellfire Club. There's a big old Mojo right there. And my more mutant-centric villains, Brotherhood and Apocalypse. And a few Wolverine villains over here. Alright, this one I'm really excited because this year, actually, within the next month or so, this shelf is going to get updated again. Sorry. Because I'll talk about it more later, but I have a pile of loot from Big Bad Toy Store that's going to come in, and it's got nearly all of that X-Men Retro wave, and then we've got Blob coming in, so this shelf is going to get really filled out with a lot of characters that it needs to have. So I'm excited for what this year is going to bring for the X-Men villains. Coming down here into the Spider-Man villains. Of course, I added Hobgoblin up there, just kind of standing on Ultimate Goblin's shoulders. You can see them. The Carnage family up in front. Some symbiotes sprinkled throughout. You got the superior foes right there. There we go. Okay. Now, into the dark abyss of my display. Here's my DC collection. Is this... How bright will this get? Okay. I think that's pretty good. See my Dark Knights back there. Animated series, and then my Comic Flashes, my Arkham figures, leading out into my live action stuff. Not expecting a lot of DC figures to be added to this shelf this year. Oh, that's the, right back there, that's the old Smallville Clark Kent that I've had for years and years. Happy to have him on the shelf. But I think, unless I get some of the animated Batman figures this year, don't really expect much in the way of DC for me this year. There's a chance I might finish the DC Multiverse Doomsday, but yeah, I think it'd just be that and animated figures. Not a lot of love for the recent McFarlane releases, sadly, but either way, it's still represented in my collection. It's still here, so let's move on to the next shelf. And here we are, up top, with my MCU villains. This is not just Infinity Saga, but this also includes Phase 4. Just gonna look at them. See them all there. You can see this large gap right here behind Namor. That is where Atuma will go once I finish him. Hopefully I can get him finished in the near future. Woo. There we go. Got all my Hydra guys right there. Yeah, okay. MCU villains. Let's bring it on down to my Asgardians and my Cosmic for the comic books. You can see my Asgardians back here with heroes and villains. So glad to finally have the Odinson added there, right behind Angela. Love that figure. There we go. Boom. I can't. Eventually, I hope to have an entire Asgard-focused shelf. I hope we get more Asgardians in general for Marvel Legends. It leads into my Guardians of the Galaxy, other heroes, the universe, the Inhumans, Kree together, and some cosmic villains. My only Shi'ar figure with Lilandra, Ultron, and then the Skrulls. Which brings us on down to my main comic Avengers shelf. Let's see there. Now I've kind of got it new Avengers, some Shield, other side Avengers, main Avengers, West Coast. So we'll just kind of take you through here. And I kind of just wanted to have some classic designs like with that Doctor Strange on this one. See those. Gotta have Quake right up front because she's awesome. Captain Britain. Marvel Universe Yellow Jacket there in the back. Of course, Fantastic Four in that back corner. But most of them, I think, were Avengers at one point, so it fits. I just don't have a Fantastic Four focus shelf yet. So yeah, Avengers. And now we go down to my X-Men, my core X-Men. Cable in the back there with Deadpool, Namor. Some of my giant-sized figures. Of course, gotta have Archangel on a stand. Moira there next to Charles. Got Excalibur right here. And Legion with a Krakoan flower. Gotta have X-23 next to old Logan. Emma with their cuckoos, and this Emma this year is going to get put on the villains display right here because we've got that astonishing Emma coming soon, and that is my mind's eye for our hero Emma. So yep, she's going to get swapped out this year, which is exciting. Okay, now into the Star Wars setup, now with risers. So you can see back there, I tried to do it by era, so prequels on this side, originals and sequels over here. So you can see the Bad Batch, some of the prequel villains, some of the Jedi, a couple eras of Obi-Wan and Anakin, the clones, Yoda to kind of bridge the gap between the prequels and the original era. The Rebels crew, Luke, Han, Chewie, and Leia. Boba Fett's along with Fennec. My Mandos. And there's a space right here because I eventually want to get the Grand Inquisitor, and I'm going to stick him right there next to Vader. I also have the Season 7 Darth Maul in my pile of loot for BBCS, and I think I'm going to have to move this guy. the comic book one just kind of over a little bit this way. I'm going to wedge Season 7 Mall right in between these two. So there is my Star Wars setup. Definitely cramped. Eventually he's going to need probably at least 2 shelves in a future display, but for right now I'm making it work. And now coming down here. Oh, let's see if I can get a good angle on this. Ooh. Here is my Transformer shelf. All crammed. This one, I'm probably going to have to start pulling figures out when I get new ones, just to kind of spruce up and make room for others. So, you can see all my villains are kind of on this left side, and all my heroes are on the right. And of course, I have some live-action movie figures mixed in there. See all my Dinobots in the back. So yeah, I just finished a rewatch of all the Transformers movies, so I'm in a real Transformers mood. Hopefully gonna be adding a few more to this part of the collection soon, and definitely more this year. So exciting times for Transformers, especially with Rise of the Beast coming in. Yeah, Rise of the Beast coming out. So Beasts coming out. I can't talk today for some reason. But anyway, let's move on to the third and final shelf. At the top of the final shelf, this is a setup I've never really had before. This is my Phase 4 heroes. You can kind of see how I separated them as Guardians and then Magic users. Groot's my only real cosmic aside from the Eternals, so he's just kind of there chilling with the Asgardians. More street level heroes. Come down. Of course, gotta have Vision and Wanda together. Ms. Marvel. All my Wakanda Forever characters. Black Widow family, and then of course the Eternals. All front and center. These Kingo, Druig, and Phastos are some of the hardest figures to stand, and they have fallen. Like, Kingo took a really... he just swan dived down off my shelf the other day. I'm surprised he's not broken. And of course we got the Great Protector up top. So, and Little Morris. So this one still got a little bit of wiggle room, but definitely starting to get filled out with a lot of great heroes, a lot of great figures. And then we come down to my movie multiverse. You can see I kind of sorted it by MCU multiverse, X-Men, Spider-Verse, including Venom. So, start in this side. You can see I added in all my zombies now. Wanda's in the back there. See, I've got my Guardians of the Multiverse. And my Illuminati from Doctor Strange started in the back. My Hydra Captain America kit bash that I did. There's my Loki figures. All my X-Men. I actually started a X-Men movie rewatch recently. Watched First Class, X-Men Origins Wolverine, and I'm in the middle of the first X-Men. You can see back there, I've got the Raft Sandman, representing my Raimiverse Sandman from No Way Home. See all those. My Spider-Verse characters. Gamerverse Miles, just because, you know, he's from the game. He's from a form of media. I figured he'd fit really good there with the rest of my multiverse adaptations. Here we are in the Street Heroes / Legacy shelf / Mystical shelf, I believe, because I did a lot of mystical characters over here. Kind of see I got Blade now with all the Ghost Riders, Morbius, there's Daredevil. Man-Thing. So glad to finally have him up on the display. Oh, it makes me so happy to have him finished. He was a Build-A-Figure I wanted finished for so long. So my younger heroes. Another Gamerverse Miles. My Runaways. Of course, you gotta have a Spidey up here. So, there's that. And now here is my other X teams, or X-related teams. So we've got X-Factor there, and X-Force, the New Mutants, the X-Force / Uncanny X-Force, Alpha Flight, and then the Deadpool Corps. So there's that. Now we're coming down to my Spider-Verse and his allies. Just do a sweep of everything. Raph Spidey up there. I love that pose for Webman. I always just laugh at that. I know I'm the one that did it, but it just makes me chuckle every time I see it. Yeah, there is that. And last, but certainly not least, we come down to what is my miscellaneous shelf. Starting over here with the Power Rangers. We got Lord Draken up top. Just all my Mighty Morphins. A couple villains. Alpha 5. This leads into my Dino Thunder. The boys there in the back. I hope NECA does more figures of them. My Sonic figures. The Spotlight Buzz Lightyear. Love that figure. He is amazing. My 2 G.I. Joe figures on top of the Turtle Van. And then all of my turtles. Sorry, I'm shaking so much. And of course, over here, not really set up in a display, but I just gotta mention them. We have my Galactus and my Sentinel just chilling. So yeah, that is my 2023 snapshot of my action figure display. I don't know, I might revisit this at the end of the year. Maybe do a video on it or something, I don't know. But we'll see how this changes over the course of this year. I know a lot of changes for that X-Men villain shelf are going to be coming. Maybe some changes to... We've gotten a lot of leaks, but I don't know if any of these shelves are going to be drastically changing or just kind of, you know, minor shifts just to fit more figures. So, but like I mentioned earlier, I've got a package coming in from BBTS that, I don't know, probably mid-February I'll have a video uploaded for. I'm not going to guarantee a bunch of videos right now, but that is certainly one I'm going to do an unboxing for because it's going to have a lot of stuff, a lot of cool stuff. So be on the lookout for that. I'm going to make a couple other online purchases, so that's going to be exciting. You know, I always got stuff coming in. I'm going to be trying to do a bit more Lego this year, so I don't know if I'll really make any content on that, but, you know, action figures aren't the only thing, but I do enjoy them a lot, and I like showing them off. So I'm going to stop rambling. I hope you all had, you know, good time watching this video. Make sure you subscribe, follow my Instagram, do all those other things, and I will talk to you in the next one.